why should I give a damn?
What the fuck is up? You're now tuned in to episode 132 of Why Should I Give a Damn? I am your host, Eric.
It's your girl, Breezy the Barber.
It's your favorite guest, Crux.
Ooh, it's the Black Al Snow, Colin.
And we back at it once again, episode 132. We having a ball once again. We got a lot of shit to talk about. We got a lot of important shit to talk about this episode. I already told the people to just prepare us in advance for our shadow ban. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure you, if you're listening or you're following or you're watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way when YouTube shadow bans us for keeping it real, you can still get those notifications and you know when we drop that latest content. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. For those of you on Instagram, make sure you following us at WSIGAD_podcast. We got some zesty shit to talk about.
Oh, Jesus.
We got some shit I got to address. We had the I keep saying NC. NAACP Image Awards. Every, year they had this awards where, people gather and we celebrate blackness and black freedom and black excellence and black rights and all sorts of black stuff. And this year I noticed a little difference, little changes, little tweaks and stuff. And little focuses that I saw that were being focused on. And they had a whole moment where I believe they gave D. Wade and Gabrielle Union an NAACP award for being, these excellent parents. And if you saw the clip, the crowd was very, very uncomfortable.
Really?
Gabrielle, there was some, you did have people that were clapping going along, but I saw a lot of uncomfortable, not knowing how to respond faces. It was like a weird moment. Basically, they were celebrating D. Wade and Gabby for supporting their child, Zaya Wade, who recently just overturned the mother, and they recently just made it so
she got approved for gender change.
She got approved for her gender change, so she's officially a girl.
Cheers, Zaya.
I'll be going for my Giannis transitioning surgery tomorrow, guys. So, but next week I want everybody to refer to me as Greek Freak and vote for me for MVP. Since we're just transforming into whatever the fuck we want to transform into and shit. I could be Shia LaBeouf too, shit. But my thing is this when it comes to the NAACP. I don't understand how them being parents and them clout chasing off of their child, trying to make money off their child is worthy of all this little black excellence and black stuff.
Are they clout chasing or just being good parents?
They're clout chasing. Because the reason why I say they're clout chasing is because everybody, and let me know if I'm wrong, but as a parent, the most terrifying thing for me as a parent is overexposure for my child. As a parent, I'm in a constant situation where I'm trying to keep my child away from exposure where they can be attacked and all this other stuff. And all they've been doing, I don't hear, and let me be clear, this ain't even a slight against Zaya Wade, because you don't hear her saying nothing.
Not at all.
She's not clout chasing at all. She's just living her life.
A couple thirst traps, but
but that's what they'll do. But between D. Wade and Gabrielle Union, I don't know them for anything except for pushing that shit now. And my thing is, when can we have? My fear is this: with the LGBT movement, Gabrielle Union made this speech as if the LGBT community isn't represented. As if, there is no support. They got the most powerful movement in the world by far. You cannot talk down on them. You cannot go against them without backlash, ridicule, or even losing your job or some sort. So I don't understand why every time we try to have black shit, they always bring their shit. And to me, that's a sneaky way for white people to stomp on civil rights and take over the whole civil rights movement now.
I don't think it's sneaky at this point. Like at first it was like a Trojan horse thing where they they co-opted all these names and titles, and there's good episodes about Atlanta about it. Then you see these people, I'm a third Indian and Native American, 118 black, like everybody, because you know what it really is? It's trash. Can I say this? It's trash being white right now. Being a white straight person is trash. So the best thing to do is to identify with something else. And the only thing they can really identify with is if you're Jewish somehow, or you could say, now you know what they can say? I'm queer. Because queer does not mean you're gay. It just means you kind of like
zesty.
Whatever it is. Like, I didn't know that. They had to, like, some people told me, like, no, queer ain't gay. Because I know some people that are LGBT. They're like, we don't like how people kind of are. Like, if y'all don't talk to LGBT people, talk to some older ones who are about 35 and up, because their perspective is different from if you talk to a white person who's gay.
So
when I talk to some of these people, I'm just like, you're low-key just a bored white person who are kind of, taking over.
So that explains the high school Neo pictures. He was just queer that whole time.
I mean, he
Those
got
pictures with his legs in the air. And shit?
yeah, like a seal, like a sad seal.
Shout out to the queer team.
But see, to me though, my main thing, like back to like the D Wade and Gabby, they need to save like this, like the training stage of becoming a girl. That needs to be like undercover, because my lady, nigga, whatever you want to call it, like the fits ain't there yet.
Wait, what are you saying?
The wig. I'm saying Zion needs to like. They need to be like.
You
oh,
wanna
so
go
Zion
this-
is a stylist.
I don't know something.
Are you
'cause
saying
it's
she not? You saying she not bad enough yet?
I don't know about bad, but I just.
I'm just
feel
trying to
like,
get the
She
wording
is
right.
underage. Let's
I'm like-
point that
I
out.
don't feel like it's just like it's just like every girl growing up. They don't know that skirt don't fit right. They don't know that wig ain't
But
on.
but have
the
you
right
seen
way?
the whole family?
Well, who you think
talk-
styling her?
Exactly. Gabby is
Look at her
styling.
mouth.
And look at her.
Gabrielle literally wears Chris Rock suits. Like,
Wait, can I?
the fuck?
I want to get this straight. So you're more offended by the lack of style
I'm more offended.
than the actual. No, that's a great take.
I'm more just offended by
Facts, 'cause
like just.
JoJo Siwa coming hard.
Oh,
Just
she's
saying.
lost. She's done.
That's crazy. All I'm saying is, man, when it comes down to Gabby, I've seen her fits, and she wears fucking the weirdest outfits. Like, she wears like some Lethal Weapon, Danny Glover type outfits.
MC Hammer
So,
outfits.
it should be crazy. So when I see the whole, and then she has this thing for her. She like to dress the girls up like the boys, and D Wade out here dressing like a girl. You
Yes.
already see their youngest be having tuxedos on and shit. And already I'm like, if y'all don't get her a little dress or something, goddamn. I'm looking at the little girl. She got on a damn a whole a Run DMC jumpsuit on and shit.
Can I? So
I'm
what? Like, what if your daughter has like a nice, like formal, and she want to wear a nice slick suit with pants? You wanna-
Unacceptable.
What if
That's-
there's
wow.
nice woman suits that you
There are
can
some cool
tailor
woman
and,
suits,
you know,
Eric.
they got some nice
Cool.
suits.
No, you're not wearing no DeBrat suits. I'm
Not
sorry.
DeBrat,
I'm
though.
cool. I'll pass.
Congratulations,
Once you're old
DeBrat.
enough to dress
Yeah, shout out
yourself,
to the brat.
once you're old enough to dress yourself, who is pregnant though? By the way, shout out to the
that's
brat.
crazy.
Shout out to the brat. She must have got that little, the little
Nah.
squeeze into your
No,
shit. Or
Dykes like
or-
dick too. We discussed
They
this
had a
already.
night. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what
They
that
gonna
was.
put it right in there.
somebody went and
And
slammed at
the brat is strapped with Tiggo bitties.
The brat wanted the dick at the end of the day. Don't matter, but shout out to her. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to this Gabrielle Union and D-Wade shit, I feel like it's clout chasing. And at the end of the day, I understand. I do understand that LGBT and people that are in the trans and all that community, they need a representation. I'm a firm believer in who gives a fuck who you fuck. As long as you ain't as long as I don't got to deal with your shit, get the fuck out of my way. And that goes for straight people too. I don't want to see straight motherfuckers having fucking. I don't want to see hairy niggas fucking people anyway. So
Can I say, because every once in a while I love when I wake up, or because I know Eric has on a different schedule than me, so I love when I'm like, oh, Eric woke up. He'll go on a rant, and we're on the same page. We don't really like Twitter porn. Like, we love porn, we love titties, and we're not gonna lie, but when I wake up and I'm just on Twitter and I just want to scroll and I just see a girl getting rammed out, it kind of is like, I get really prudish. I'm sorry, like there's a time and a place. I can click on porn if I want to.
yeah, that's a different thing.
Hey,
Another
each
thing.
his own, I guess.
Look at Brian, like,
Look,
I
Brian
like
like that Twitter
Brian, you smoke chocolate blunt, so I know you like
Hey,
you
man,
freaky. You a freak.
Chocolate
Twitter porn
Phillies.
had
Don't
its
make
time.
it chocolate blunts.
I don't understand the whole hype. Like I said, porn needs to be with the porn, and Twitter needs to be with the Twitter.
Twitter porn was cracking before they shut it down.
Brian a Barry White ass nigga.
Exactly.
Damn right.
I done follow a lot of people for that Twitter porn. Motherfuckers be sharing shit. And
You
I
know
don't
what's
wanna-
funny? Like random niggas send me Twitter porn. I think it's kind of
Oh,
funny.
I'm glad nobody sent it
That's,
to me.
wait, what do you mean? Like other scenes? Like
I
I
get
want.
I get a lot of porn.
Is there a
lot of-
caption like I want you to do this to
videos.
me, or they just send you videos
Did they
with
send
no?
you
You know,
OnlyFans link?
couple
Like,
emojis.
free this month? Like, what did they send?
They normally send emojis.
That's
with the
crazy.
Twitter
Niggas
porn.
don't got no
Yeah, I
game.
get
Yeah,
it.
what are the words
Weekly. I
of
would say I get it enough weekly.
What? From the same nigga or different niggas?
Different people. That's how I got put onto it. I didn't know about Twitter porn. I'm like, you gotta crack it.
Oh, so you damn near save it then?
Some of them.
Oh.
Oh, wow. So
I mean, like,
those of you guys with the Twitter porn, send
free.
it on. Send it
It's
on
free.
to Breezy. She's,
Not paying for it. It's free.
she's looking at taking Twitter applications.
I'm good at Reddit. Got it all free. So you
Follow
know, I'm
our
good.
Twitter page though. WSIGAD_podcast.
Definitely follow the Twitter and
Let's
Instagram.
go.
But speaking of stuff, since we were already on a zesty run,
Oh, Jesus.
we have to go to another zesty topic, a topic that really had me thinking to myself, okay, I done heard it all now. I ain't surprised by shit now. Saucy Santana,
Material girl.
a.k.a. grown man with a BBL. He had the audacity to get on his Twitter or Instagram or whatever, motherfuckers like him like to post their bullshit and say that straight man shouldn't be smoking hookah. Pretty much, referencing to the cliche or referencing to what some people might say that smoking hookah is sassy or it's for gay people or bad bitches and all this other shit. And before we go into this, I just want to repeat something I already had to say on Twitter. We not finna let you lace front wearing, look at my Ric Flair voice, lace front wearing, just started smoking hookah 2-3 years ago. See, I realized a lot of niggas just started smoking hookah. It's new. So y'all got introduced to it in the club. So that's why y'all have this connotation of like, oh, it's for the bad bitches and all that, because y'all were the drug dealer niggas who tricked on the bitches in the club and bought the hookah for that. So y'all don't understand. A lot of us, like a lot of real smokers I know, the OG smokers I know, we've been smoking hookah. Like, we really got into hookah like
Over
09,
10
2010.
Over 10 years. I'm like,
Now, I know people that may have been before that, but I remember the
Pray for my
original
lungs.
hookah craze started about 09, 2010. That's when motherfuckers really start hopping on.
shout out to Too Sweet off Locust.
Yeah, then we start seeing hookah bars emerge throughout the 2010s and 15s, all sort of shit.
Now you get a hookah at brunch,
Exactly.
dinner, a racetrack. Like,
Yeah.
I be going to brunch. They be having more hookahs than waffles, and I'm like, okay, what are we really doing?
But
here
what's
now?
killing me is the electric hookahs. I'm not
You
paying
don't like
for that.
those?
Trash.
No, I have a pot stick or a
Trash.
fog. No.
I feel like in like
Why
10
would I pay for an electric hookah?
I feel like in 10 years, there's going to be like a little commercial like, have you smoked from an electric hookah? Do you
Yeah.
have problem
No.
breathing? You may be compensated. Like,
Yeah.
I think I don't trust that little electrical shit. You
Yeah.
know,
But
fuck
y'all
all
know
that.
the core of the zestiness, though. I think it came from when the pandemic happened and they start giving you these sweet ass little tabs or whatever. Whatever, motherfuckers. I don't really smoke hookah. I be sneaking blunts. But I'm saying, like, if you smoking hookah, they just want to give you a pink one or a baby blue one or a purple one.
So you want them niggas
it's
that
like
tobacco make you gay?
They
Hotep niggas?
like, I think it just the color stream makes it look like you in there
I can
looking
understand what he's
tough,
saying, but that
and
you gotta
then you in
understand.
there hitting a pink.
I think when you listen to Drake gossiping, that's what kind of make it sus.
That's what I'm saying. You listen to the Marvin's Room too. That's in the
I
background.
mean, I smoke hookah, so you don't have to call me Liberace or Paul Mooney.
but
'cause
you
I
probably
do.
smoke your own. You ain't
Yeah,
sitting there putting the
me,
tab.
no, me
was
and my girl, you talking about the actual like the
The
mouthpiece
mouthpiece?
joint.
Yeah, that's what it's like. You see that
okay,
glowing
I
in the
see
dark. You see a nigga looking tough. That it don't match.
So y'all not grabbing a
It's
pink
like-
mouthpiece?
I will, but
I
think-
will.
Fuck about the damn mouthpiece. I'm hitting
But it's
hookah.
like,
fuck
I
all
think-
that bullshit.
But you already know you can't eat. You can't what? What is it? You know, it's hella zesty.
I think if a
shit for
nigga
straight
say
niggas.
yes and the city girls on, then you're zesty while smoking
Because
hookah.
what happened is you got these girls that get on their live or get on their fucking
With the
little,
neck bopping the
yeah,
whole time?
with the little hair nets on and shit, smoking their
Hair.
little hookah, wagging their necks.
Hair
Once you're
nets.
wagging your neck and doing all the other shit, that's when okay I can see. But y'all not finna make hookah no zesty
It's a
shit.
lot of niggas who do that. He in Atlanta.
Well, then that's zesty shit, but that's more neck than hookah. So that's more neck, neck detect. If I see some neck and I detect, then you.
But
have
Brian, if
some
you see a
zesty.
guy like smoking hookah in the club, do you assume he's like sweet, or you just like, oh, that's
No,
his
I'm
thing?
just like he trying to get at chicks. I don't see the point otherwise.
What if it's a table full of niggas they just sharing a hookah? That's
Oh
that
well,
look
then
crazy.
I guess that stayed the bonding. Like
If there's no chick, if
I
there's no
smoke,
chick,
I smoke blunts with my homies, so I can't judge them. It's the same thing
bonding.
essentially.
I
But
see. But if there's no chicks at the hookah, you just a bunch of niggas passing it around. That is semi-sus outside.
We literally was in Orlando passing hookah around when it was just
But
us.
there's women. There's women there too. Look.
Oh,
I'm
well,
saying-
you
I'm
damn near
saying
put it in
no
the
women-
gay club.
No,
that
no,
type
no. I'm
shit.
saying if there's no women present at all, you just there with just niggas. And shit.
It was when we went to that spot in Orlando. It was just us, the guys. We bought a hookah too.
I don't remember that. I don't remember women.
he
doing
like
that.
I was drunk.
Yeah.
I don't-
I remember women though.
Well, I'll no homo then. I'll put it out there now if that was true.
Pause. You gotta say pause, man. Pause.
Well, I don't know the terminology. I don't normally get caught with flags like that. So, but at the end of the day, fuck that shit. I'm smoking that hookah, smoking packs. I don't give a fuck what Saucy Santana or any nigga with a BBL has to say, because at the end of the day, it's crazy to me that a motherfucker like that can say what straight man can and can't do and make these statements. But me as a straight man, if I were to say that men shouldn't be able to wear tight ass spandex and wear makeup, then I'm homophobic and I'm this phobic and I'm saucy phobic. Fuck them. Like I said, they get a pass to say all that shit about straight men, but it's not the same way when it's the other way around. So I got all the slander for saucy. I never liked the motherfucker anyway, but now I'm fuck him.
I like saucy, but
Wait.
I mean it.
I'm sorry.
He is, gay, so his opinion does matter. But
No, it doesn't.
I mean, it's a good perception.
Wait, do you remember? I think he said he just gonna be gay for a little bit and get a woman later. Like I know a little more. I can't lie about him than I should know.
Yeah.
Cause I
seems
love
like
trolling.
a fat nigga who just couldn't get no pussy.
Yeah,
That's what I think he is. A
But
fat
so
nigga that
am
just
I.
couldn't get no pussy.
Like,
One
stop
day
it.
he took his sweat rag off his shoulder, wiped his sweaty forehead, and said, "You know what? Maybe I can get some dick."
Cause
So,
Bree,
He's
do
getting
you
money
do,
right now,
do if
so.
gay dudes give you opinion how women should act, you gonna listen to it? No, like for you personally, if a gay guy, I think women y'all shouldn't be doing this. You gonna listen?
that's his inner nigga talking
Okay,
shit.
thank you.
exactly. Like I said, I'm not listening to Carl Winslow with a BBL, so fuck him.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, I'm not giving him that.
That was very.
The next thing we got to talk about because we need a non-zesty topic now because now he didn't zestify.
Man shit, we need some man shit.
Yeah, then zestified the whole entire environment with that bullshit. There was a report that came out in the New York Post that said, well, pretty much it had numbers, right, of the percentage of people who claim that they're single, right? And the biggest number that stood out, the jump that stood out was 60% of men in their 20s, that means before they turn 30, under 30, are single or saying they're single, claiming they're single. You know, niggas like to lie and all that other shit too. But 60% of men who are reporting to the Post or whatever claim they're to be single, which was the highest number by far of any demographic. The article also went on to say pretty much that more men are getting their needs met because they're on social media and they're watching porn and they don't need as much of an interaction with a woman as much because they got all this fucking interactions just on the computer screen, just on social media and whatnot. So, when I read that, I think, damn, that's kind of shitting on today's woman because pretty much you're saying that dudes can get their own nut now and don't need a woman and shit. That's what this report was kind of saying. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not single. I'm not in my 20s. I gotta defer this one. Actually, none of us in our 20s.
Still single.
Breezy, you're out here. You're in the dating market.
I'm 28.
28. How is it?
End of 20. I can feel it too.
How would you say when it comes
Knees
to
hurt. Can't twerk no more.
Oh yeah.
Still twerk.
Wow. When it comes to the men you come across, would you say that most men today are wanting to be in relationships, or do you feel like more of them are like on some, well, let's just do what we do, and we don't got to put a title on that?
I feel like most men aren't shit, but I think that this statistic is pretty accurate though. 60%. So I'm in my 20s, and right now I am content with being single. And I
It said 30% for women though, just to let FYI. 30% for
okay,
women.
I'm in the 30. You know,
That's crazy.
I know it's crazy.
It's crazy how 60% of men say they single, but 30% of women, somebody lying.
Yeah,
But-
the women
but-
lying.
Right, somebody lying, or somebody think they in a relationship.
Listen,
or
I'm about
not.
to say when you a side bitch, you told a lot of shit.
Plenty
so
side bitches
I don't-
claiming they
I
not
don't-
single in this poll, but
Somebody getting
that's
their
neither here or
Christmas
there.
gifts
Hey, listen, if the nigga
It's
don't
a
want,
lot.
if the nigga not take you on in the daytime, that's not your boyfriend. I'm just letting you know that.
Exactly.
This says it's complicated on his Facebook profile. I don't know if that counts. So
Yeah, fact.
let's just make sure we're doing our fact checks, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of these niggas too be in denial and shit. That's
And if
my
he
girl.
keep going to jail too,
That's
like you
everybody's
gotta
girl.
put the pieces together. He got a a nigga in there.
Unless it's Milwaukee, the Milwaukee chicks will hold
Don't
a jail
fuck with
nigga
those.
down. If you're a jail nigga in
Not
Milwaukee,
me.
you're
Stop calling me.
prime
There's somebody
real estate.
calling me from jail right
Oh,
now. Like every
Jesus.
time I look at my phone.
Because jail niggas here are prime real estate. Niggas love them a jail nigga. Like I said, you're a jail
I mean, but
nigga.
women love jail niggas too. Let's not get wrong. Mostly fat white
No.
women, but women
No,
love jail
them
niggas.
motherfucking gifts expensive as fuck.
Shout out to the-
$90 $90 for some beef jerky and a bag of chips.
Well, like I said, shout out to the interracial Green Bay couples. But let's get back on topic.
Appleton.
Appleton Green interracials.
Sheboygan.
Fuck that shit.
But I want to know:
So you
60% of
weed it
men,
out.
That's pretty high though.
60% of men are single. What do y'all think the biggest reason why most men would rather be singles in their 20s? And are they right when they say that porn and social media is playing a
Social
part?
media and porn is playing a huge part. It's just too easily accessible. Like too motherfucking easy. You go all you gotta do is as soon as you get on Instagram, it might be a thirst trap right there. First thing you see, thirst
Press
trap.
that little magnifying glass.
Easy. Zoom right in. Bam. Screenshot. I can come jerk back off to this whenever the fuck I want to.
Damn.
It's too
Oh,
easy.
shit.
Especially
How
the
do you know
niggas
the
out
jerk
here.
off routine?
Do you
Yeah.
just like the niggas that don't get, especially the niggas that wasn't getting pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about the nigga?
They're
I'm like,
getting off
damn,
to
you
this,
just
but I'm
jerking
saying,
off the
but-
pictures? Oh.
Anybody. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
you know, in a world like today, like where you really gotta, in order to meet people, like you gotta really be out here and go outside. Like, you know, a lot of people just ain't on that shit. You can get it online easily. They ain't got no game. They got a
Yeah.
fucking dad bod. They don't
Oh.
good. You know, they unconfident. They got no haircut.
Okay.
None of that shit. Right there.
Do you
Bam.
think? Do you think it's the pandemic though? Because I like the
think,
pandemic. You
it's
couldn't.
pandemic
It was
accelerated
getting
it.
worse.
But,
Exactly.
but I'm saying with the pandemic, we couldn't. We literally most cities, most of the world, we could not go out. So Tinder, all that shit is
started with
popping up.
MySpace.
It accelerated the inevitable.
Started
we were
with
already
fucking
going this way.
MySpace.
Mm.
We were already going this way, and then when,
Yep.
when the pandemic making us be inside for that long, it made us even more, because we were getting more and more dependent on technology. Then the pandemic made us even more dependent on technology.
Yep.
Now, even though we're free, you know, we didn't did like, think about how many more. I've seen so many more Zoom calls and FaceTime and for actual meetings and work stuff now than ever since the pandemic. So that interaction is different. And the thing about it is, and I see it all the time, the biggest reason why I think most people are single today is I think social media does play a factor, because everybody always feels like they have so many options because you're constantly scrolling and scrolling. Like I said, Breeze, even you
Yeah.
just said about you're getting little dick porn videos sent on a weekly basis. Think about back in the day, you that was rare, or to get a video for somebody was rare. Now
you open your flip phone and you got a pic.
right.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
but what about what about this side? Everything y'all said is true. But what about this side of it? 60% of men are single because a lot of girls are smashing the same dudes.
That does play. I think to
Yeah.
go at your point, Brian, they said
Body
like,
count matters.
yeah, they said the black community. I forgot the exact stat, but it was like the black community is the only community that has like a high rate of men that don't have kids, but they still make kids at a high. We still have kids at a high rate, meaning like out of 10 black dudes, 6 of them may not have a kid, but the 4 that are having kids have them with so many women that it makes up for the other ones not having kids as far
Yeah.
as like our production rate.
Yeah.
So it's like our community is one of those communities where you got a lot of women all fucking the same niggas, and like you said, and to even go even farther than that, I said a lot of times on the podcast, I don't understand the appeal. Why I kind of, because a lot of times when they see somebody with multiple baby mamas or kids, whatever, they think it's stability. They think it's somebody, you know, especially when you're in the hood. A lot of times these girls are fresh on their own, looking for stability, so they get tricked. But it's a crazy situation because I'm like, I see also too many times where you got the girl that had her whole life ahead of her, fresh out of school, good job, look good, no kids, no nothing. And here comes the little mid-selling ass nigga.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Here comes the little stoley car ass nigga with 4 baby mamas already, 30, and y'all fall for him. And like you don't realize you got prime real estate vagina.
So I do have a question. Like, do we think this? I mean, this number is obviously going to keep going up. What's the solution to this, or do you think it's inevitable that we're going to just be like, it's going to be every man for himself?
inevitable.
Because I know a lot of older people that are even like, I mean, older than us are just like, I wish I never like stayed with the baby daddy. There's younger people that it's younger. Basically, I'm saying there's people who realize I can have a baby, I can reproduce, which is our main purpose in this world. You know, if you're religious, not religious, that's our purpose in the world. That's our legacy. But there's people who are like, I don't mind having a baby with somebody I don't love. We can work it out later. Do
Well,
y'all think that's gonna change, or
I
how
think
can we
it's
change
inevitable because if our grandparents and parents would have had social media, they would have been doing the same.
Wait, so you
shit.
saying
Just
like the
we
40-year
always
marriage
say
shit?
They was worse than what we are.
It would have been the same.
It would have been
Without
the same.
social media, it's easy.
And then they knew, the wives knew they was fucking the other lady down the street.
Well, I miss those days, but that's another time.
But with social media, they don't know how many other
That's when we
options
have to
they
be
got. It's
accountable for
different now.
nothing. We
And
just-
imagine like the dating apps now. You can, it's just so easily accessible. You can be having a whole relationship online.
Because the second somebody gets cheated on, and the second somebody ain't feeling good about their relationship, the first thing comes to mind is, all the other options and stuff like that. People just
Yep.
they get that Kevin Durant in them. They get the jumping team and jumping teams, and that's just how it is now. Just
Well,
like back in
yeah.
the day, Michael Jordan stayed on the same team. Nowadays, LeBron them changed the game. That's the way this dating game is now. You got more LeBrons
Facts.
and KDs out there now. Ain't a lot of Michaels out there.
Well, when you go and like we talk about Instagram's algorithm, you know, I'm bad. I cleaned it up, but you know, it's so dangerous. And now
Yeah.
I can see I'm good. I'm happy with myself, but I'm like I can see how a weak person who just like you start realizing with the internet. I think like back, like you're right, Bree. Like back in the day, they knew like, oh shit, there's somebody across the world, the country, who what I like. Now with how the algorithm, you could just like Asian chicks, African chicks, Middle Eastern chicks, big booties. There's 1,000 profiles with those. So how are you ever satisfied when you always can just find someone you can on porn or whatever that fits your needs? And you looking at your woman who, like you said, prime, she do everything for you, but you always looking. There's a batter chick who's getting banged, big boobs, and niggas is tricking, spending money. So I like back. Like to the original topic, there's a lot of dudes just sitting on. I can pay for OnlyFans. I can pay for a girl to have it. I can play the game. I don't have nobody nag me. I can pay my own
digital
rent.
money now. I
But I
can pay
think-
for feet pictures.
And
And
that's
that's
why-
less than a wife or girlfriend. So
And
niggas might take that.
And that's also why the suicide rate is at an all-time high. That's why. Because these niggas is at home by themselves jerking off. Nobody to love them. Nobody to cook for them. Nobody to shed light on things that they may have
facts.
missed and said. And all that. Like, everybody wants to live that. And don't get me wrong. The little player-ass niggas be making that lifestyle seem so good. But you see them. I be seeing that at work all the time. McDonald's and shit. No home, no love, no nothing. Because nobody cares about you. And shit. You ain't got nobody. You got your mama on your emergency contact list.
Thanksgiving, trying to tag along with
Shit.
coworkers. Yeah,
All
that's
this other
sad.
shit.
It's a sad
Motherfucker
life. Y'all right.
ain't got shit. You go to his house, it's a flat screen on the fucking floor with an Xbox next to it and shit. But no box, man. Like, it's
TV
just certain
dinners,
shit.
Hungry Man.
I know, like, it's certain shit, like I said, even like I said with my wife, or even if it's your girlfriend, it's certain shit that they add to the house that they look at that you don't look at. Niggas just have a real plain Jane way of viewing a certain thing. Unless you one of them flamboyant, zesty, D-Wade type of niggas, then maybe you got like that eye for all that decor and shit like that. But
That's crazy. If a nigga like interior design, he just zesty.
that's a zesty thing. I mean, it's not bad, but
they
that's,
ain't do nothing.
you need a little testosterone for that. That's a little testosterone don't hurt. I mean, a little tablespoon. Sometimes it
This
gets
nigga
you where
got a
you need to
painting
go.
on his wall. Fruit.
Cake. So at the end of the day, I just think that's the reason why the suicide rate, like all of this little living from girl to girl, moving along, not settling down, having a family. I like the sound. It sounds cute. It sounds fun until you're going home to that little flat screen on the floor. Then all of a sudden, it's not funny no more. Then when you bust your nut, you realize your life sucks.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that people don't understand.
That's the sad part. Where
that's
you just
the
by
sad-
yourself at the end of the night.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shit on single niggas. I'm shitting on niggas who are single with the mindset of I want to live like this. I want to live this little nomad life forever. Okay, cool. I mean, there's a lot of bachelors out there getting money, doing all that shit. But even these rich niggas with money, like I said, Drake a bachelor. All of this shit, every other song, he's sipping over some bitch, right? Because he wants that. Deep down, motherfuckers be wanting that stability. They want that love. They want somebody that can have their back. But shit, when the more money you have, it's even harder because now you don't know if she really wants you. Now you don't know. And women are going to have your back when your niggas don't have it. Women are going to have your back when everybody turn your back. A woman is the one that's going to be having your back. So, and motherfuckers don't have that support no more. That's why they saying, fuck it, I don't even want to be here. So that 60% single shit, I believe it, but I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. I don't think I think out of that 60%, maybe 25% are happy. The other 35% are somewhere on risk slit alert. And we need to make sure, we're handing them those suicide hotlines and making sure they're all right, because that's a serious thing. Got to make sure we're giving them love. Shout out to y'all. Like, check on them. If you got a friend, check on them. Knock on the door. Slide them some lotion.
Buy him a 3-5.
Slide them some lubrication.
Jesus Christ.
Slide them something.
It's getting scary because they got these AI dolls and these, pocket vaginas.
Once they
and
get
these-
the robot dolls, it's over. This niggas ain't going to be, then it's going to be 80, 90%.
I seen the joke. I seen it on Facebook. The nigga had the silicone booty. It was moving. I'm like, oh no. They had the
now. Shout out to,
Everybody gonna have a
Shout
little
out to-
robotic bad bitch. It's gonna be over. Like motherfuckers gonna be walking in with Rihanna's to the club and shit, and the motherfuckers gonna be saying, niggas, we gonna be stuck. That bitch ain't even real. That's a robot. You don't even got it. You don't even get real bitches.
You don't
Fuck
even get real bitches.
You don't get real.
You don't even get real bitches. Fuck it, but my robot bad though. Like it's gonna be a whole nother world where
Hey, Eric, like you say, top is top. Shit. So
hell no,
robot top.
I don't want no robot tail.
I gotta get out the game if that's.
I don't want no Terminator top.
Gawk Gawk 5000.
Exactly. That
Here to
motherfucker-
serve.
That motherfucker get wet. Get
gonna
the
have
Here to
settings-
please.
settings
My
on that
lord.
bitch.
motherfucking mouth get to spinning like the 360.
That's the
Like
Mel
a
Rose.
blender.
That's the Mel Rose toy.
That
Insert
shit too
here.
much. Nah, I'm cool on that. But that's
Call it the
and then-
tulip.
And then we're gonna have to deal with robosexuals and Gabrielle Union turning one of her kids into one. So it's gonna be a whole fucking thing.
It is probably less nagging.
Don't
though.
judge my child likes to fuck robots.
Oh Jesus.
It is.
He should
but-
have the right to do that. Shit, let the fuck out of him. It's gonna be a whole situation. It's gonna be a whole fucked up situation. Like I said, shout out to the robosexuals, shout out to the homosexuals, shout out to all the sexuals. It's gonna be so many more sexuals by the end of our lifetime. We got to get ready for it. 60% of men, I hope y'all find that person. Like I said, 30% of women claim somebody lying, but neither here nor there. Side bitches need love too.